welcome to hashtag the Blue Mic English Edition, your independent favorites and initiative by Big FM and Hangama Artists Aloud. And so here with us today, we have another wonderful singer from Northeast, and she is Kekhrie Ringa, all the way from Nagaland. So hi Kekhrie, welcome to hashtag the Blue Mic.
Hi Jen, thank you for having me.
And thank you for doing this with us as well. So all right, Kekhrie, first of all, we love your music, we love your fashion sense, we love the artistic work in your songs as well. So tell us about the secret behind Kekhrie Ringa.
Oh wow. I believe that I was created to sing, so I sing. There's no secret ingredient or whatever, but it's just hard work. I love music. I love singing. So it's, the passion as well, and the fun, the joy that I get to experience just putting my art out there.
All right. So, Kekhrie, now you're a solo indie artist. But before embarking into your solo journey, you were in the band Fire Flood. So tell us about the band Fire Flood.
The band was formed around 2015 in Bangalore. And I was the only Naga in the band. My co-vocalist is from Bangalore, musicians. We're from Shillong, 7 of us. It was quite a good number. I had a good experience with them. I got to experience everything that happens in a band. When you're performing, when you're practicing, it's quite different from the experiences I've had so far as a solo artist. It was fun putting out an album with them. I think they're working on their second album.
All right, Kekhrie. Well, you've performed in many prestigious events, right? And I'm pretty sure you have some fond memories from those events. Can you share it with us?
Oh, yeah. 2016 or 17, we had the Joy of Giving concert here. And I remember doing Broadway. And Broadway is a genre that I really love. I've always enjoyed. So it was quite different from what a lot of people did that evening. So to be remembered for that performance, yeah, it means a lot to me. Last year, Nagaland Music Awards. I remember that show very well because I had like the worst fever, but I just took care of myself, did something that I have to do before singing. I did a song called I Hate Men, Broadway. It was nice. The pianist, we all, both of us, we decided to do some drama on stage, and just comparing to, all the other genres that I've done, Broadway is something I've always enjoyed. So those are one of the, best memories that I have.
All right. So on that note of your wonderful memories, Kekhrie, it is time for you to perform your first song for us.
Okay, this first song is called Made for You. It's a love song. It's one of the songs from my album Bohème. It's just basically, a lady telling the guy that she was created for him, just giving him the assurance that, she's going to be there for him.
All right.
I was the wind, blowing wherever it took me. I was the rain, coming and going as I pleased. I was the storm, raging alone in the darkness. Then you came along, made me feel what it's meant to be real. Some people wonder if love is true. Some people wonder if they'll find someone like you. I never knew I could love someone so much. It hurts like I do. Darling, heart, mind, and soul, I'm made for you.
Wow, that's a beautiful song. And Kekhrie, that is one of my favorite songs by you. So thank you so much for that wonderful performance. All right, Kekhrie, you are a vocal coach as well.
Yes.
So, tell us about that part of you being the vocal coach, vocal teacher.
Okay. I think teaching is learning at the same time. I This is like my 11th year of teaching. I'm
Oh,
that
wow.
old. I started teaching by the time I was doing my second year in Bachelor of Music in Bangalore. So started teaching my juniors after class. To be honest, teaching was like the last thing on my mind. But the funny thing is, like, that's the first job I ever got, and I'm still doing it. And I'm grateful to God that I get to teach because I am constantly upgrading myself as well. I learn from my students all the time. So I know what's happening, in the field of music as a profession or music as a part of a school or curriculum. It's fun. And one of the biggest dreams actually that I have for my students is I want to see them doing better than me. I want to let them have all the facilities, the platform I never got to have when I started my career. I want them to experience all the things that I didn't have the luxury to experience when I was growing up.
So, does this, you being a vocal coach, help you with your performance as well?
Yes, it does. So, like I said, it keeps me updated. If I'm doing covers, I kind of get the idea, about what a certain crowd would prefer, a certain crowd belonging to a particular age group would prefer. Kind of helps me with that. And I have to always keep vocalizing as well. As a teacher, I have to be presentable. So it kind of forces me to upgrade myself all the time. And that helps me be a good performer on stage. I'm still learning. It's still a long way to go.
Learning is an everyday process, right? So, all right, Kekhrie, coming to your achievements now, like the awards that you've received, well, they're quite a lot. So, let me name some. The Best EDM for Single Destination Nagaland Music Awards 2017, Best Performance Recital, the Bangalore Conservatory Class of 2011, finalist, Naga Office 2010 Naga Idol. So, which one is your favorite and why?
That would be the Best Performance Award for the class of 11 at the conservatory. The first day of class, someone told me that there were awards given out for Best Discipline, Best Attendance, Best Performer. And I knew that, I would never get an award for Best Discipline or Attendance. I know myself very well. I kind of decided, I wouldn't say decided. I had a goal that I wanted that award 3 years from that day. And I worked hard. To be very honest, I worked really, really, really hard. The graduation happened on Valentine's Day, and we were all in the hall, and I got some hint from some of my teachers. They were like, you did well. And I was like, okay, Lord, I just hope I get it. And it happened. I cried like a baby when I got off stage. But yeah, that was something I worked hard for 3 years. So that means a lot to me.
Yeah, you deserve that, Kekhrie. Once again, congratulations on that beautiful award that you received. So, on that positive note, time for you to perform the second song. So, go ahead, you know what to do.
This next song is called Blue Jeans, and I think some independent women can relate to this. It's about a woman who is, probably in a relationship or in a marriage where she's doing everything she can to make her partner feel loved, but the husband doesn't have, that kind of time to give her affection, loyalty, or even the bare minimum, the minimum attention as well. So she's kind of asking her man to at least give her the bare minimum.
You've got your blue jeans that I like, picture perfect for the night. Take my hand, make me feel alive, even if it's for the night. If only you could have held me like you hold your whiskey bottle. If only you could have loved me then I won't be dead tomorrow. I love you, face my storms without you. You love to love you, wasted it all on you.
Another beautiful song. Thank you so much, Kekhrie, for that wonderful song, Blue Jeans, and we really enjoyed it. So, all right, Kekhrie, you've released an album, Bohem. So, congratulations on that. So, how was the response like?
Thank you.
Are you happy with it?
I'm trained in Western classical and Broadway style of singing, but I've always enjoyed doing pop. So the previous band I was in, Fire Flat, is a gospel rock band. And to move from there to a totally different genre, electronic pop, was quite a challenge, but I wanted to experiment with my voice. I'm trying to create a signature style where I do, the mixed singing, contemporary style and classical. I wanted to mix that. So that's where the idea of doing a pop album came out. My friends were quite surprised because they were expecting, songs more along the classical and Broadway line. But yeah, they have been quite supportive. They helped me so much. I'm very grateful to Infinity Inc. for helping me put out Bohem. It's very personal to me. So most of the people who are free-spirited, who kind of resonate with the Bohemian culture, they have given quite a good amount of response as well. There are some people who don't really get it, but it's okay. It's like a buffet. So if you like it, good. If you don't, you can move on to the next table. But yeah, I've gotten quite a good amount of response from people.
So where do you draw your inspirations from when it comes to songwriting?
This is something I'm still learning to do. I wouldn't even dare to rate myself when it comes to songwriting. A friend of mine helped me so much in the album. Even in the guitarist I have today, him, a lot of my friends have always been so supportive. Songwriting, I don't think it's something I would be able to master within a few months or nights. The 4 or 5 songs that I wrote in the album Bohem has been from my personal experiences. The last song that I'll be doing is something that I've only fantasized about. So it's just something I can relate to. And inspiration about songwriting, just the fact that it's my album, I have to put myself into it. I have to see myself, relate to the songs. Kind of inspired me and also forced myself to write the songs.
All right. So, Kekhrie, on that note, time for your third performance. Well, you know what to do.
The song's called 3-Leaf Clover. I made a rough writing for the song and I gave it to Mar Jamir from Polar Lights and he rewrote it. We all have our own perception of songs. When I sing this, you might get your own idea of the song. You might be able to relate to the song on a different level. What it means to me might be different. Or even, if since 90s they're online, if they listen to it, it might mean something else to the 4 or 5 of them. To me, it's just about a person who is trying to maintain his or her identity, trying to find himself in a crowd where it's so easy to get lost in. We all have our own demons we're fighting with. So, this is just basically about a person trying to remain authentic in a mentally unstable, challenging world.
How do you sleep at night? Are you caught in between the blanket of time? You had your dreams when you're older. You made a wish, wrote a song, 3-leaf clover. Do you question your faith when you sleep? Do they know of all the demons that you keep? keep. Just for a second you were sober, but you don't see it and you don't trust the weather. You keep your distance from all the things that made you. You try, but you can see through the shame. You keep your distance from me. You keep your distance from me.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much, Kekhrie. Really enjoyed that song as well.
Yes.
So, all right, now we've come to another section where we have with us guest artists. And I'm pretty sure you know this band. And a little information about this band is they call themselves as since 90s. And yes, we've been playing their songs on our stations as well. So since 90s are from Nagaland. So let's welcome the band since 90s.
Hello.
All right. So for now, I'm going to take a break. You guys, you can chat, share ideas with our artist of the week here, Kekhrie Ringa. All right.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you tell us about the band, how it started? Even about the EP that's coming up before you ask me something. I've been told that you'll be asking me 2 questions, so just introduce yourself.
Yeah, we're since 90s. We formed in the year 2017. Before the band happened, we are involved in a worship team. We still are. That's the root of where the band started, and we're still going strong because of that.
Okay. And something about your upcoming EP.
Yeah, actually, the EP is taking a long time, but we are we're grateful that it's taking time, because I don't think that it would have sounded really good like it sounds right now, because I think that the 2 years that we have been on a short hiatus has made us more grateful of the music that we have. And I think the EP is sounding much more better than we would have 2-3 years back.
Okay, great. So what question do you have for me?
Okay, just 2 simple questions. Like, how do you approach music while you're writing and creating a song? Like, what is the process for you like? Because I think it's different for all artists when writing a song or creating a song.
I try to keep it relatable, not just relevant. That's something I was speaking about with Jen. And I try to be able to relate to it, something I can sing and tell a story at the same time. If I don't relate to the song, I don't think I'll be able to give a proper performance. It has to be just me, resonate with the art, the person that I am, even the bohemian culture that I follow. I try to have a persona where when people hear the song, they will know that it's mine.
So like, do you finish it in one go, or do you take time, like a day or 2, or like it takes weeks to complete a song? Or
okay, when I'm writing a song, is it? When I was working on Bohem, there were 2 songs that I wrote just like that on getting the music, but the other 2 took time. I had to, pen it down and then go through it, correct the errors. There were some pronunciation guides that I needed. Yeah, so it just depends on what hits me at that moment and I write it. Or if I get the music and I feel that, I need some time, then it takes the time that it needs. Yeah.
okay.
All right. So since 90s, it is time for you to perform a song for us.
Okay, so this is a song from our upcoming EP. This is called Where the Light Pass Us Through.
Wow. You guys enjoy performing together, the chemistry. I can see the chemistry, being very strong. So yeah, all the best again. And thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you so much. Since 90s, and we're looking forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, Kekhrie, we've had the section with our guest artists since 90s. A beautiful session out there. Love their song. So now tell us about the indie music scene coming there from Nagaland.
We have a very, very mixed audience over here. So, a particular band belonging to a particular genre, they have their own spot where they perform at, they have their own audience. Every genre has their own audience over here. So I wouldn't, kind of say that one genre is doing better than the other, even for indie scene here. But it's picking up very well. And the younger generation, I think they resonate more with this genre, from my observation.
So, all right, Kekhrie, before we go, can you kindly share with us your future projects?
My album is electronic pop, so that means it did not have any musicians playing on it. I'm trying to put together, session musicians so that I'll be able to perform for a stretch of at least 1 hour or maybe 45 minutes, 7 to 8 songs, with musicians. I'm working on creating live music for my songs.
All right. So we wish you the very best, Kekhrie. So before we go, how about another performance?
This song is called You and I. And like I said, some of the songs, maybe 1 or 2 that I wrote were just something that I've just fantasized. And You and I can be between 2 friends or 2 strangers just meeting somewhere, maybe in the middle of a fair or at the mall, and just vibing and going around the entire night, just maybe shopping or eating or having a drink and just having fun, and taking that meeting to the next level, or just having that, fun evening and saying goodbye.
I've been caught in a gaze, living life in a haze, getting colder till I fell under your warm embrace. Couldn't feel my soul till I met your eyes. Come and take my heart towards the ocean blue. Help me face my fears tonight as I flow with you. Waving in and out, we could catch a breath. Help me face my fears tonight as I flow with you. Just you and I'll fall into you and come and take me higher. I'll fall into you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kekhrie, for that performance. And once again, we wish you the very best.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed.